to Europe's surging COVID-19 case numbers. France, Britain, Greece and Portugal have all reported record daily figures. In France, almost 180,000 active infections were confirmed in the last 24 hours. It's one of the highest one-day tallies worldwide throughout the pandemic and is the highest number of new daily infections in Europe. England and Wales have reported nearly 130,000 new COVID infections, but the responses of the UK's four nations have diverged. Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland have introduced renewed curbs on hospitality and large social gatherings. But British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has so far decided against holiday restrictions for England after studies showing the variant is causing less severe disease and a lower proportion of hospitalisations to case numbers. Moving on to Portugal, which has one of the highest world vaccination rates. Health authorities registered over 17,000 new infections in 24 hours. Authorities say it's putting pressure on the healthcare and virus tracing systems. Almost 90% of Portugal's population has been vaccinated, and almost 2.4 million people have received a third booster jab. Omicron is now the dominant variant in Switzerland as well. That country has one of the highest infection rates in continental Europe. Around 55% of Swiss cases are now due to Omicron. Some 67% of the Swiss population has received at least 2 vaccine doses. 22% have had a third injection. In the Netherlands, over 9,000 positive tests were reported on Tuesday. Authorities have warned of increased hospital admissions. The Netherlands is under Christmas lockdown until January the 14th. 20% of the Dutch adult population have received vaccine boosters. That is far below the UK and also below the EU average.
Several of those European countries, vaccination rates are not as high as health authorities would like them to be. And also what we are increasingly seeing from the Omicron variant is that there are cases where there is breakthrough infections. In other words, in people getting infected even if they have been vaccinated. Now, all of the science tells us that if you have had your booster shot, in other words, 3 doses of your vaccine, the chances of a breakthrough infection are lower. But regardless, a vaccination will keep you safe. It will keep you healthy and may not, the symptoms may not be as serious as, of course, if you haven't had your vaccination. But this all comes as Europe, of course, records a major spike in cases, which is exactly what the World Health Organization had been worried about. I mean, it's very easy, I think, to get lost in all of the numbers, but the headline number for me this morning that I think we all need to look at is France. 180,000 cases in a single day. Now, to give you context, that is the highest number any European country has seen throughout the entire pandemic. It's an all-time record, of course, for France. Compare that to where I am in Germany. Well, the highest we've ever seen is 65,000. So there's a 100,000 case difference there. Clearly, that is concerning French lawmakers. The health minister there says it's not implausible that we could get to 250,000 cases a day in France in the new year. So the World Health Organization, as well as the European Union now, are really scrambling to make sure that the hospital system can be able to withstand this increasingly large wave from Omicron. But of course, it is a difficult thing to do given it's already winter here, and during this time of year, hospitals are full and very busy, I should say, with other types of illnesses.